This one here legit had me worrying. I didn't have it under control as much as I thought I did, but I had it under control enough. It didn't really start freaking me out till I started catching the trees on fire. Then I started freaking out. But I got it under control. And all is good. All is well. Definitely built the fire a little too high, too big. I should have made it smaller to start out with. And then throw stuff on it. But it worked out. I mean, some of those trees need to go anyway. But I don't want to burn the place down. So the ones that got scorched are the ones that's going to go. I'm going to cut those out for sure. Basically, this was when we had our sustainable community crap here, and this was our community area, kitchen area. I wanted to turn this spot into like a little fire pit where we can chill and hang out. Originally, we had it over by the pond before we made the pond bigger. And so I was going to make it over here. But the sustainable community failed. And I decided I wasn't going to do it. But my girlfriend has been recently talking about moving over here, building a house and digging a well, drilling for a well and a septic over here. We have a place in Kaplinger, and I was going to try to get the lawyer's place because it's got a house. It was basically right across the street from me. But somebody else ended up getting it. The lawyers basically were selling it and moving back to New Mexico. And it had a commercial building and a house. And they were asking a little much for it, but he was going to give it to me for a little over what he had in it. And he was going to cut me a deal. But the other guy who's buying it, well, we don't know yet. We'll know next month. The other guy who's planning to buy it is basically going to spend $20,000 approximately, more than what I was going to pay. But I just didn't have the money. I didn't start my job yet. I quit my my regular job in July, and I had something lined up, but it didn't work out. Let's just put it that way. It was a business partnership arrangement with an associate, and she just didn't deliver. So, she didn't hold up her end of the bargain and whatnot. But she overextended herself, and she couldn't hold up her end of the bargain. But that wasn't my fault. So I did what I could to help out without overextending myself. Once I started overextending myself, I started looking for other arrangements. So I've been looking for something local because my girlfriend didn't want me to go back over the road. So we've been looking for local jobs. And just couldn't find anything really worthwhile or solid until now. But I hadn't started the job yet. I'm officially hired, but I haven't officially started. Might start next week. So, but this guy's got the jump on me. He's gonna buy the lawyer's place. I was gonna buy it and fix it up and basically rent it out, Airbnb type of thing. But yeah, I just couldn't get all my ducks in a row in time. So, uh, yeah, if he gets the lawyer's place, he didn't even do nothing. He just looked at you. He's scared of cats. Scared yet intrigued. Psst. But anyway, so if this guy buys the lawyer's place, then we'll be going to plan B, which is fixing this place up and potentially moving over here. But ideally, I would like to get the lawyer's place because it would make me more money. But, you know, it's all good. We can't have a monopoly like Kaplinger Woods. You know, they want to have a monopoly. In fact, they tried to force me out and scare me out of buying my property and intimidate me into selling my property. And because they're trying to have a monopoly. But I refuse to comply. But anyways, come to find out they were already using 3,000 square feet of my property. And that's why they really wanted my property. So now I got an extra 3,000 square feet over there. I could build a house over there, but I don't know. It's just I'd have to tear down the building and everything and start from scratch, and I'm not really interested in doing that. So anyway, I may end up just upgrading that place. I've already got some camper hookups from my girlfriend's camper and my mom's camper. So if we decide to build over here, then I'll end up upgrading that property and basically turning it into like a little mini campground. I toyed with the idea off and on for years because like my last business potential business partner, hang on, this cat's all up in my grill, get off. Here, have a tree. It's like, I want you, not the tree. But anyway, I toyed with the idea of turning it into a mini campground for off and on for a while. And of course, Keplinger Woods owner doesn't like competition, so he wants to get rid of me. He wants to be the only fish in the pond. I mean, I only have like 4 maximum, potentially 4 camping spots. What kind of competition would I be with the biggest campground in the Keplinger Mills? I don't know. I don't know what kind of competition I am. He's got like, he owns almost half the city or whatever, and he wants to own the whole cut and caboodle. Now I don't know how much land he has, but if you look at the map and stuff, I forgot what the map is called. But anyways, I'm bad with terminology. But if you look at how much property this guy owns, it's like quite a bit. And like I said, he basically wants to own the whole town, even though the town's unincorporated town. He wants to own it. And anybody who comes in and poses a threat to him having a monopoly, he has his panties in a wad. He's already tried to cause trouble with me with the government and other things, but he has been unsuccessful. Anyhow, I say he, I think it's mostly his wife, but nonetheless, the both of them have been a thorn in my side ever since I bought that property, ever since I started buying that property. So why would I want to stay there, you ask? Well, one, it's my property. Why am I going to let a bully run me off? And two, I'm not going to let them win, you know? Because if they win against me, then that just gives them more power against the next guy and the next guy and the next guy. You got to stand for something or you'll fall for anything. You got to stand up to bullies. So, they did almost successfully scare my girlfriend off, but she at first wanted to move, but I stood my ground. We stood our ground. And come to find out, we had 3,000 square feet extra property that we didn't even know we had. And then they put up a privacy fence between their property and our property. So I got a free privacy fence. So I came out really good on that one ordeal. So sometimes it really pays to stand up to bullies. And in this case, it paid off for me. They increased my property value quite a bit. So now I can get a loan against it, maybe buy the neighbor's property over here, and start building over here, start building a house over here, turn that property into a moneymaker. And then I don't got to deal with them every day, you know? And then I will be their competition. Right now, I'm not even their competition. We're living there. But, you know, if they want to push this out, I will become their competition. Like I said, I've been thinking about it off and on for some time now. I started buying the property, I think, in 2020 or 2019. But originally, I was just going to turn the garage into a place I can work on my vehicles, and then turn the building into a place where we can go and take showers and stuff, because this place here is off the grid. We don't have running water. We don't have showers. Nothing. We had a latrine where we would basically dig a hole and bury our waste at one time. Or if people didn't want to use the latrine, then they basically ran to town, which is only 5 miles, and go to the bathroom there. But, you know, that cost money, extra money. So, and then we had rainwater collection, and we carted water in from our friends who had a well. We took showers and stuff then. I usually took my showers when it rained. And or the the lake has free showers you can use in the summer. So a lot of times I just go there and take showers. So we really didn't need much here. Just mostly water for crops and stuff. Animals. So we did a lot of rainwater collection for the animals. But anyway, So the girlfriend's talking about wanting to move over here now. So if we do, then I might actually turn this back into a community area where we can have our picnics and whatnot. People come over and visit. We can have our parties and shindigs over here, which is what we used to do. This is where we would hang out and have our get-togethers. That being said, we might have our parties and we might have our shindigs over at Kaplinger, you know, because it's nice over there. Eventually it'll be nice again here. But so anyway, if we buy the property next door now, we may end up having, well, we will have utilities here, so it won't be off grid anymore. I'll still do some things off grid, but not like it was before. I'll be off grid as much as possible. But basically, just over the horizon is where we plan on building the house or houses. We both kind of like to have our own space. So we may have like 2 separate mobile homes and have our own separate spaces. But yeah, up basically halfway back on the property at the crest, or the highest point at the halfway point of the property is where we're going to probably build. And then have more goats and guineas and whatever else we want. Cats and dogs. Not so much dogs. She likes dogs. I'm not so much a dog person. But anyway, Candy, what do you want? You want attention? Ow. Okay. Ah, your claws are hurt. She needs attention. Ow. Okay. But anyways, so yeah, we might end up having this as a community area again where we have like our powwows and whatnot. So I decided to go ahead and work on making this a burn pit like I originally had planned. So just need to take out a few trees. That one, and that one. Might even take that one out too, but I don't know. We'll see. And most of these grapes, the goats are going to kill anyways because, or grapes, plums. The goats eat the barks off of the plum trees and basically kill them. So as the goats kill back the plum trees, I'll be basically burning them, which is what half of this is plum trees that the goats killed. So, yeah. So this will be our burn pit, our fire pit, cookout burn pit. Like I said, I'll trim the trees back and whatnot, so when we have big bonfires, we don't burn the place down like I almost did. But like I said, this test burn told me what I need to trim back so that we don't have a problem in the future. So anything that got scorched needs to be pruned back. But anyway, yeah. So yeah, like I said, it almost caught me off guard, or I did a little bit. Freaked me out a little bit. It got over in here, which I did not intend. And it burnt that tree and caught this tree and that tree on fire a little bit. Which I kind of anticipated, but I was hoping it wouldn't. And normally I use a hard rake whenever I do this. I just had a pitchfork. I couldn't find my hard rake. It's probably at the Kaplinger property. But I managed to keep it under control, so that's good. So once it dies down, I'll basically rake it into a more concentrated pile. I got a metal soft rake that I'll rake it up. Looks like the Gainies want to go in, so I'm going to go ahead and I want them to figure out how to get in on their own, but I guess I'm going to have to let them in, at least some of them. Have you not figured out how to jump over the fence? You figured out how to get out. Let me do that. See if that helps them figure out how to get in. So yeah, I'm basically slowly cleaning this place up and burning what needs to be burnt and recycling, repurposing, composting, everything else. All the metal goes into the metal recycle or my scrap metal section. Any wood with nails I throw in a burn pile. From these pallets that are breaking down are no good. If they don't have nails, then I just let them break down and go back to the earth. Plastic, I burn. I haven't started my mushroom composting yet, but there are mushrooms that eat plastic. So one of these days, I'm going to start mushroom composting plastic, but that day is not here yet. These weird looking things. We tried to grow tomatoes in this many moons ago, but tomatoes didn't grow, only chickweed. So we put these around and we were going to make some more, but we never did. So I got the boards in there just in case the cat falls in. The cat can climb the board and get out. Triple A. So yeah, that tree's going, and those two trees are going. Definitely. And then I can prune this one up, and it should be fine. And then the goats will eat these down, so they'll be gone soon. And then I'll decide which one of these I want to keep. Probably that one. So I'll take this one and this one out. But yeah. So we might be living over here again in a couple few years. We'll see. We'll see. But we almost got Kaplinger pretty much done. So what I've been doing is in the morning, I'll work over a Kaplinger. Except today I wasn't feeling too good, but I'm feeling better now. And then in the afternoon, I work over here. When I start working again, then what I'll do is alternate days. So in the evening when I get off work, if I got time,